Welcome and thank you for joining today's practice. Before we begin moving, let's take a few moments to ground ourselves and set a meaningful intention for our time on the mat. This intention will serve as a guide throughout your practice, a gentle anchor to return to whenever your mind begins to wander or your energy feels scattered. Lie down comfortably on your back, extend your legs naturally, or place your feet flat on the floor if that feels more supportive. Rest your arms by your sides, palms facing up in a gesture of openness or down for grounding. Close your eyes softly or soften your gaze. Allow the external world to fade into the background. Take a moment to notice all the places where your body makes contact with the mat beneath you. Feel the stability and support of the earth holding you, grounding you in this moment. Bring your awareness to your breath. Take a slow, deep inhale through your nose and a long, releasing exhale through your mouth. Do this 2 more times. Inhaling fully and exhaling completely, allowing your body to settle into stillness. Let your breath return to its natural rhythm, flowing effortlessly in and out. With each breath, feel yourself softening and becoming more present. As you breathe, gently ask yourself, what is my intention for today's practice? It could be a quality that you'd like to embody: love, peace, strength, balance, patience, or presence. Trust that whatever comes to mind is exactly what you need in this moment. When your intention becomes clear, silently repeat it to yourself. For example, I am grounded and steady. I move with love and grace. I embrace peace and balance. Allow this intention to settle deeply within you, as though planting a seed in your heart. With each breath, imagine it growing and expanding, radiating throughout your entire body. Throughout your practice, let this intention be your anchor. If your mind begins to wander, gently return to your breath and silently repeat your intention, letting it guide you back to your practice. Take one final deep breath in and a long, grounding exhale out. When you're ready, gently begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, inviting small movements back into your body. Slowly blink your eyes open, bringing your awareness back to the space. Let's begin our practice together, moving with purpose, mindfulness, and energy of your intention. Namaste. Inhale as you take your arms up and overhead. Point your toes. Reach your fingers toward the wall behind you. Exhale as you bring your knees towards your chest. Wrap your arms around Rock gently from side to side. Let's place both feet down on the mat. And then curl your tailbone so that your low back is nice and flat against the mat. Take your right leg, bring it into your knee, into your chest, and then take your foot in wide circles. And the opposite direction. And then we'll take this right leg and we'll cross it over in a figure four, just above the knee on the left thigh. Pick up the left thigh and you can thread the needle behind the left thigh or the front of the shin if you'd like. Gently pull in toward your body and rock from side to side. Allow your left foot to come down to the mat. Maintain the figure four though with your right leg, and then allow your knees to gently fall to the right. Cactus your arms or extend depending on the amount of room that you have available to you, and then look over to your left. Try to maintain contact with the mat and your shoulders. Gently push down with your right ankle. Let's roll back onto the back. Uncross the legs. And then we'll bring the left knee into the chest. Circle the ankle, nice big wide circles. Travel in both directions. And then take the left ankle and cross it over the right thigh. Pick up the right thigh. We'll thread the needle behind the right thigh or front of the right shin, depending on your reach. And gently rock from side to side if you'd like, while pulling the right thigh gently in toward the chest. It might feel good to flex your feet. Gently set the right foot down on the mat, and then allow the knees to fall to the left. Cactus or extend your arm depending on your reach, and then turn your gaze over to your right side. Breathing into the right side of your body. Let's roll onto the back. Bring the knees, both of them, into the chest. Rock from side to side. Now take the right arm overhead and roll to your right side. Use your free hand to press yourself up to a seated position. And we'll swing the legs around. Coming right into a tabletop. In tabletop, we'll find cat and cow. So as you inhale, the belly drops down. The collarbone smiles forward and the gaze turns forward. As you exhale, you push into the mat, round the back. Tuck the chin to the chest. Just moving with your own breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Traveling up and down the spine. As you breathe. And I would invite you to find your own inner cat and cow. So if that means that as you push back in cat, you round the barrel of your torso, then feel free to do so. Or if in cat you like to recruit the hips to get them involved, then feel free to go there as well. Let's come back to a tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Tuck your toes for stability. Take the right arm first, extend it long, bicep by the ear, fingers reaching toward the front of the room. Then take your left foot back, extend through the heel, point the toes down. Gazes at the floor. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, cross the body, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cross. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cross. Reaching on the in-breath and exhaling. Inhale, lengthen and hold. Place the hand down on the mat and then the ball of the foot of the left foot down at the back of the mat. We'll put the weight into the right hand. The left hand comes to sky. You may have seen that my right foot swiveled out side of the mat, toe tucked. Inhale as we come up onto our knee, right knee, left leg extended, and then bring the right arm up and overhead. You may want to put something underneath of your right knee if you feel any discomfort. Come back through the center, and then we'll bring the hands down to the mat. Right arm comes up on the inhale, and as you exhale, thread the needle, place the right shoulder on the mat. Reach for the extended left leg. You can take your free left hand and wrap it behind you. Use your free left hand to press yourself up. And then we will again bring the right arm up and over. Come back through the center. Let's place the hands down and the knees come underneath of you. Back into our tabletop. Left arm then extends long, right foot comes back. Extend through the heel, toes pointed down. Inhale, exhale as we cross. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cross. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Once more, reaching and crossing. This time we lengthen and hold. Bring the left hand down to the mat and the ball of the left foot down at the back of the mat. Place your weight into the left hand. Right hand comes to sky. Left foot swiveled outside of the mat, toes tucked for stability. And then press yourself up, arms extended. We'll bring the left arm overhead for gate pose. Right arm is reaching down the leg. Inhale as you come back up through the center. Now let's place the hands down on the floor. We'll then with the left hand sweep up and open. Exhale. Thread the needle. Place the left shoulder on the mat. You can keep your right hand right in front of your nose if you'd like. You can reach it for the extended right leg, like your left hand is reaching for your extended right leg. Or you can wrap it around your back, the low back. You can even tuck it into your hip if you so desire. Right free hand comes down to the mat. Inhale as you bring the left arm back up to the sky. And exhale as you place it down. Let's press ourselves back up to the knees, arms straight out to the side, and then we'll bring them down, knees underneath of you. Walk your hands forward to the front of the mat. Press all of your finger pads and hand pads into the ground. Scooch your knees back so that you're at a plank on your knees and knit the low ribs in so that your belly is not hanging. We'll then turn the biceps forward and then bend the elbows to lower all the way down. Untuck the toes. If they're tucked, press into the mat. Inhale up, cobra. Exhale down. Now let's take our hands outside of the mat on either side. Just your fingertips pressing into the ground, elbows at 90-degree angles. Push into your fingertips and rise up in your cobra and move through the front of the body. Maybe you'll find a sticky spot where you'd like to stay. Or maybe you just like to move like a dancing cobra. When you're ready, we'll lower back down. Place the hands on the mat. Tuck the toes. Press back through child's pose. Lift the hips up and back for your first downward facing dog. Pedal your feet in your first downward facing dog. Press into your hands evenly. Press into your fingers. Rise up onto the balls of your feet. And then spin your toes to the right. Push into your hands. Breathe into the right side of your body. Turn your toes back through the center and then spin the toes over to the left. Push into your hands. Travel back through the center. Allow your heels to rest toward the mat. Walk the feet toward the hands. And then begin to hang like a rag doll. Sway from side to side. Maybe you'd like to clasp opposite elbows. Maybe you'd like to bend into one knee and then into the other. As you straighten one leg, pull that hip back. Swaying from side to side. Release the hands. Allow them to hang. Bring the feet to hips with distance. Let's ground into the feet. Press into them, and then we'll gently rise, letting the arms hang, bend the knees, tilt the pelvis. Stack the spine. One vertebrae on top of the other. The head comes up last. We'll then roll the shoulders down and away from the ears, hands by the side. Welcome to mountain pose. Inhale as you sweep your arms up. Exhale as you fold forward, out and down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to a plank. Inhale at the top of the plank. Exhale as you lower, either all the way down or if you're ready, halfway down. Inhale up to cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Take a deep breath in as you come to the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees, look past your hands, and step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, tabletop. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, release to mountain pose. Again, inhale, arms, rise, and reach. Exhale, fall forward, out, and down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to a plank. Lower your way. Inhale as you rise up and open to cobra. And exhale as you roll back over the toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, bend your knees and look. And then step, hop, or float to come to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring the arms up to the sky. Exhale, release to mountain pose. Inhale as you sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, out and down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands. Take your right foot only to the back of the mat. Lower your right knee. Inhale, lift the arms up. Low crescent lunge or Anjaneyasana. Let's place the hands down on the mat, or we can use blocks if you'd like. And then pull the hips back, raise the toes. Inhale with a flat back and exhale, hinge forward toward your left leg. Let's move the blocks out of the way if you're using them. Place the foot down on the mat. The hands then frame the front foot. Lift the right knee. The ball of the right foot is at the back of the mat. Step back with the left foot. We're in a plank. Inhale at the top and exhale as we lower into chaturanga. Inhale up to cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Exhale, place it between the hands. Left knee lowers. Inhale, arms rise up. As you exhale, twist to your left. Extend your arms. Flip the front palm and reverse your reach. Travel back through the center. Bring your biceps by your ears, and then we'll plant the hands down on the mat. Lift the left knee. Left foot travels up to meet the right foot. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, release to mountain pose. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, out and down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. Take the left foot to the back of the mat. Left knee lowers. Inhale, arms rise up. Low crescent lunge. And then we'll bring the hands down to frame the front foot. Pull the hip back. The toes rise up. Maybe you use blocks here. Take a moment to back out of the pose. Inhale for a nice flat back. Exhale as you hinge forward. Try to touch the top of your head with your toes because you're flexing your right foot. Let's rise back up. Move the blocks out of the way if you're using them. Place the foot down. The hands frame the front foot. Lift the left knee. Take the right foot back to meet the left. We're at a plank. Inhale at the top. Exhale as you lower your way. Inhale up to cobra. Open. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Left foot rises on the in-breath. Exhale, place it between your hands. Right knee lowers. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, twist to your right, extend your arms. Flip the front palm and reverse. Travel back through the center. Biceps by the ears, facing forward. Plant the hands down to frame the front foot. Lift the right knee. Right foot travels up to meet the left. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, release to mountain pose. Transfer your weight to your left foot, and then we'll take the right foot back. High crescent lunge. Let's straighten the left knee, rotate the right heel down, and extend the arms out to the side. Reach the left fingertips toward the front of the room. And then we'll allow the left hand to come down, maybe to a block, maybe to the shin or the floor. Right hand comes to sky, triangle pose. Bring the right hand down, maybe to the block, maybe to the floor. We're going to turn the hips toward the front leg or the left leg. Inhale for a nice flat back and exhale as you fold. Pull the left hip back, drop the head and the chin. Pyramid pose. We'll lunge into the left knee. Slide the right ball of the foot back. Smile the collarbones forward, reaching through in a runner's lunge. Now, if you're using blocks, move them out of the way. We'll turn all of our toes the same direction, the length of the mat. Bend into the right knee. Walk your hands over to the right side. Maybe you walk your hands back over to the left side. Maybe you don't use your hands at all. You can bring them to heart center. And just travel back and forth. Hands on the floor is perfectly cool. When you're ready, let's bring the hands to the right side. We'll turn the right toes toward what was the back of the room. Rise onto the ball of the left foot. Smile the collarbone forward, tuck the tailbone in a runner's lunge. Rotate the left heel down, straighten the right leg, fold forward in a pyramid. Hips facing the right leg. Maybe you're using a block, maybe your hands are on the floor. Right hand comes to the block or the shin, and then the left hand comes to sky. We'll build our triangle from the ground up. Left hand pulls you up. We turn all of our toes the same direction. Turn the toes out, actually. Lower the tailbone. Heels come in. Bend at the elbows, goddess pose. And maybe we go back and forth. Bend into the left knee. Extend the right leg, warrior two. We'll bring the hands down to the mat, step back to a plank. Take a chaturanga here. Exhale as we lower. Inhale as we lift and open. Exhale as you hinge back. Downward facing dog. Inhale as we rise to the balls of the feet. Exhale as you bend your knees and look. Step, hop, or float to travel to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise all the way up. And exhale, release to mountain pose. Now we'll transition our weight to the right foot and lift the left leg. For this, I'll come to the other side of the mat so that I'm not facing the opposite direction in the back wall. Lift the left leg, step back, high crescent lunge. Straighten the right knee, rotate the left heel down and extend the arms. Right arm then travels toward the front of the room, slowly, slowly. Rotating open the front right thigh. When you're ready, you can't reach anymore. The hand comes down, maybe to the shin of the floor. Left hand comes to sky. Triangle pose. Lower the left hand. Maybe you're using blocks. Turn the hips to face the right leg. And you can turn your left foot in at a 45-degree angle. That will definitely help. Pull the right hip back. Hinge toward the front leg. Drop the head, the neck. Just be. Bend into the right knee. Slide the left foot back. Come to the ball of the left foot. Tuck the right tailbone. Runner's lunge. And then we turn all of our toes the same direction on the length of the mat, traveling back and forth. You can have your hands on your thighs, the floor, walking back and forth. The next time your hands come to the left side or the left leg, we'll then turn the left toes, come onto the ball of the right foot, runner's lunge, tuck the left tailbone, then we straighten the left leg, rotate the right heel down, turn the right foot in about 45 degrees, pull the left sit bone back and under as you fold toward the left leg. Drop the head, neck. It's okay if you have a little bend in the knee. Left hand then comes to a block or your shin. Right hand comes to sky. Triangle pose. Tuck the left sit bone. Pull the right hip open. Rotate the left thigh bone so it's open. Bend into the left knee, warrior two. Turn all of your toes the length of the mat. And then we'll actually turn the toes out and the heels in for goddess. Extend the arms. Extend the left leg. Bend into the right knee, warrior two. Hands travel down to the mat. Step back to a plank. Chaturanga your way. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you lift and open. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Inhale as you lift your right leg. Stack the hip. Bend the knee. Let the foot hang, but lift the knee high and press evenly into both hands. Now gently bring the knee around and the right shin behind the wrists, setting up for pigeon, hips facing forward. Untuck your toe and lower your left knee. You may notice that your right hip floats a little bit. That's fine. If that's the case, you can just take a block and set it underneath. And it'll help to establish your hips facing forward. Whenever you're ready, feel free to walk your hands down any amount. You can be on your forearms, a block, or all the way down. We'll hang out here for a few moments. Breathe into any spots that are calling out to your attention. Continue to notice your breath. Continue to notice the way that it feels as you breathe. Notice the speed of your breath. Are you breathing rapidly, shallow? Are you breathing slow and deep, all the way into your abdomen? Let's use our hands to press ourselves back up. If you're using a block, just move it out of the way. Press into your hands, tuck your toe on your left foot, lift your right leg up and open the hip once again. Come onto the ball of the left foot and then take the right knee and stir it around. Maybe you'd like to take that thigh bone in a circle. Travel both directions. When you're ready, place the right foot by the left. Left side, inhale, lift the left leg, open the hips, stack the hips, bend the left knee, drop the foot. You can even look under your right armpit at your foot, or attempt to look at your foot from under your right armpit. Lift your left knee higher. Then straighten the left leg. Even out the hips. Bend the right knee and bring the shin behind the wrists. We'll set the hips down, untuck the toe, bring the right knee down to the mat. The side may feel a little different than the other side. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and put a block under this side to help my hips face forward. And my knee is a little more tender on this side, so I'm going to bend it just a little bit more than I did the other side. Just setting up for your body. When you're ready, feel free to fold any amount. We'll stay here for a few moments. Wherever you are, place your hands on the mat, walk your body back up, move the block out of the way if you're using it. Press evenly into both hands, tuck the toes on the right foot, lift the right knee, and then we'll lift the left leg up and open the hip. If it felt good on the other side, feel free to take the thigh bone and stir it inside of the hip socket. Place the left foot by the right. Ripple forward to a plank. Last chaturanga. Exhale as we lower. Inhale as we lift and open to cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale back. Bend the knees. Let's come to child's pose. Knees wide, toes together. Walk the hands down. Let's press ourselves back up. Swing the legs around. And we'll slowly roll down to our backs. Back where we started, on our backs. Let's bend both knees. Place the soles of the feet on the mat. Set up for bridge pose. So the soles of the feet are about hips width distance apart, and your hands are reaching in the direction of your heels. Tuck your chin so that your spine is long and touching the mat from the low back all the way up the neck. Then as we inhale, we'll start to lift the pelvis up, the hips, the spine, and then you can work the shoulder blades underneath, clasping the hands. Pull the knees together. Lift the chest toward the chin. Breathe into the front side of your body. Lift strong through the back side. Release your hands and slowly roll down, one vertebrae at a time. Bring your feet as wide as the mat, and then we'll windshield wiper the knees. I like to start with the right knee coming in, the left knee out, back through the center, left knee in, right knee out, through the center. I'm just going back and forth a few times, really opening up and rewarding the hips, really, for all the work that they've done for you, the gratitude. Bring the feet back to hips width distance. Untuck your tailbone. This time, as we lift up and bridge, we're going to place the hands underneath. So we'll go ahead and lift up and bridge, roll up, and then take the hands, the tricep side of your arm is down on the mat, Hands come underneath the sacrum, or the bony part at the top of your bum. And you just push. Just gently to lift up and then release. Release the hands and slowly roll down. Place the soles of the feet together, knees open wide, one hand on the heart, one hand on the abdomen, and we return to the breath. Notice the way that the abdomen rises and falls with each inhalation and each exhalation. Let's bring the knees together and then into the chest. We'll rock from side to side. Bring the right knee into the chest, extend the left leg long on the mat. Give the right leg a squeeze. And maybe you would even like to take your hand on that knee and rotate the knee in the hip socket. Make sure you travel both directions. I like to keep my hand on my left hip so that I know that I'm keeping the entirety of my low back on the mat. Give the leg a squeeze, and then let's take this right leg across the body. Take your right arm and extend it or cactus it, depending on how much room you have. Take your gaze over to your right fingertips. Your left hand can slide in the fingers just behind the knee pit. And your knee may hover or it may set completely on the mat. In either case, try to keep your shoulders in contact with the mat. Roll onto your back. Give the right leg a squeeze. Switch it for the left. Give the left leg a squeeze in, and then with your left hand on the knee, begin to make large circles. Right hand is on the thigh bone or on the hip bone of the right hip. Make sure you travel in both directions. And then we'll take the left leg across to the right side. Extend the left arm. Take your gaze over toward your left fingertips. Your right fingers can slide in behind your knee. Right leg is extended long. Just breathe into this twist. we'll roll onto the back. Bring the knees into the chest, rock from side to side. Take the hands down the outer edges of the leg, find happy baby. So your hands will grasp either the outer edges of the ankles or the feet. Pull your knees toward your armpits. Maybe rock from side to side. Maybe you'd like to bend one knee while you straighten the other. And then we'll bring the knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around. Curl tight into a ball so chin comes to chest. And we'll tighten everything into this ball. Tighten the toes and the calves and the thighs and the abs and the fingers and the arms. Tighten the face and the jaw. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release everything to the mat for Shavasana. As we transition into Shavasana, allow yourself to rest in stillness. This meditation will help quiet the mind and release overthinking, guiding you toward a deeper sense of relaxation. We will cultivate loving kindness, a practice of gentle compassion that can be carried into your daily life. For now, let this moment be one of rest, ease, and connection. So as you lie down comfortably, let your body soften into the mat. Feel the earth beneath you, holding your weight with ease. Close your eyes and begin to notice your breath. Feel the natural rise and fall of your chest, the gentle rhythm that connects you to the present moment. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs completely. Exhale softly, releasing any tension in your body. Let your shoulders melt, your jaw soften, and your whole body surrender to this moment of stillness. As you rest, bring to mind someone who easily comes into your awareness. This could be a loved one, a friend, or even a stranger that you encountered today. Visualize this person clearly, imagining them as they are in this moment. Recognize that they, like you, experience hopes, joys, fears, and struggles. They too seek happiness and peace. Silently offer them a simple phrase of loving kindness. May you live with ease today. Repeat this phrase softly in your mind, allowing it to flow from your heart. Feel the warmth of this intention as it expands outward toward them. After a few breaths, gently bring another person to mind. It could be someone else in your life or even someone you've seen but do not know well. Offer them the same phrase. May you live with ease today. If no new person comes to mind, return to the first person or even direct this kindness inward. May I live with ease today. And continue this practice, bringing different people into your awareness one by one. With each offering, feel your heart soften and expand. Allow this kindness to flow naturally, like a gentle ripple on a calm lake, spreading effortlessly outward. Now release the specific phrases and simply rest in the feeling of kindness. Let this warm, compassionate energy surround you, filling your entire body. Notice how this practice of offering kindness to others also nourishes your own heart. Rest here in this space of connection and peace for just a few moments. Begin to deepen your breath, feeling the life-giving rhythm of your inhale and your exhale. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes, inviting small movements back into your body. As you inhale, take your arms up and overhead. Reach your toes toward the opposite side of the room. As you exhale, bring your knees to your chest, wrap your arms around, and gently rock from side to side. When you feel ready, roll onto one side, resting there for a moment. Take a final breath, allowing yourself to fully absorb the peace and compassion of this practice. Slowly press yourself up to a seated position, keeping your eyes closed or softly open. Join me by bringing your hands to heart center. Take a moment to honor yourself for this practice of loving kindness, for offering compassion to others and yourself. Remember, kindness is always available to you. It can flow through even the simplest actions, words, and thoughts. Take this intention of kindness with you as you move through the rest of your day. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.